For a rhombus, or a rhombi if you want to talk about plural, you have the properties of the parallelogram again, so the 5 properties from the parallelogram, and then we have these 3 additional properties. All 4 sides are congruent, diagonals are perpendicular, which create 90-degree angles, and diagonals bisect opposite angles, making those angles congruent. Okay, so if I look at example 1, let's zoom in a little bit. It says that JK is 12 and JN is 7. Okay, so since diagonals bisect each other, we know that this right here and this right here are congruent, and these 2 right here are congruent to each other, and all the sides are 12. So JM is 12, JL would be 7 plus 7, which is 14. MN is given to us as 9.7. And MK would be 9.7 plus 9.7, and that would be 19.4. In part B, I'm going to start with the measure of angle 8. So the measure of angle 8 is 90 degrees. And that's based off number 7 property. Diagonals are perpendicular, creating 90-degree angles. Okay, so all of these are 90. Now, if the diagonals bisect opposite angles, they're also saying that these angles here are congruent. So angles 3, 4, and 5 are all 38 degrees. Now, if I know that this is 90 and this is 38, I could add 90 and 38 together, subtract that from 180, and I get that this angle is 52 degrees. Well, these are all congruent to themselves as well. So all of these are 52 degrees. In letter C, it says KITY is a rhombus. Find the following information. So YT, all sides are congruent, so that has to be 10. For B, I, Y would be 6 plus 6, so 12. For C, we have I, K, T, so this right here, this angle, and that's half of 120, so that's 60. Then we have T, Y, K, okay, T, Y, K, so this angle here. Okay, now, up here, consecutive angles are supplementary. Alright, so that means that these angles that are consecutive here are equal to 180, supplementary is 180, and so if I take 180 minus the 120, we know that this whole angle, the whole thing, is 60. Then, IXT. Okay, so since this is a rhombus, diagonals create perpendicular lines, so we have a 90-degree angle right there. Okay, the last one for rhombus, it says RAIN is a rhombus. Find the following. So for W, we know that the diagonals here are congruent. So we could say 5W minus 8 equals 32. And if I work this out, we get W is 8. Then for the Y, 4Y minus 10 equals this angle. Well, this angle is 90, since its diagonals bisect each other, or diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So 4Y minus 10 equals 90. That's 25. For X and Z, I'm going to hold off for a second. Let's go to RAT. So RAT. We're finding this angle right here. Now, this angle is 90. 90 plus 34 is 124. if I subtract that from 180, because these three angles are in a triangle, so I add and I subtract from 180, we get that angle RAT is 56. Now, if this angle is 56, all of these angles are 56. So we would say 7x equals 56 and 8z equals 56. So x equals 8 and z equals 7. And then lastly, we have the angle NRA. So we have, this is 34 and this is 34. So 34 plus 34 is 68. Okay, so that's all rhombus, or all different types of rhombi.